everyone, Brian with Workshop Addict, and today I have the Bosch 12-inch dual bevel miter saw, which is model number CM12SD. We have it mounted on the T4B gravity rise stand. If you're looking for a nice stand, Bosch has an excellent one here that works well. We've done reviews on it with different miter saws, and we really enjoy it. To get back to the CM12SD, this saw was slightly redesigned so it had more capacity for cutting trim and crown molding. As you can see, they moved the gearing up a little bit to give you a little more capacity in the blade area. They've also made this saw a little bit easier to use and very accurate. When I'm looking at a miter saw, the first thing I want to do is check it out to say how easy can I adjust between the different miters, and then how easy can I adjust the bevels. And this saw really has you, it gives you confidence, I guess, to say that when you slide something in place, that you're right there. The adjustments are simple, they're easy, and everything is easy to read throughout, even your bevels on both sides and your miters when you're going back and forth. Let's get into some specs. We have a 12-inch blade here spinning 4,000 RPMs. Your miter to the left-hand side goes to 52 degrees. On the right-hand side, it goes over to 60 degrees. There's some very popular detents in there that click in and work very nice. The actual miter angle, easy to use, fast, quick, and very positive. I really like that. I enjoy using it just because you can flip back and forth really quick and know that you're on the angle perfect. Now with your bevel, they have a turret system. This turret system is really slick because basically you just turn this knob on the side to select the common degrees that you have, which is 22.5, 33.9, 45, and 47. So you can just switch to which angle you want to go to. They have a metal bevel knob on the side, which this is nice because if it was plastic, it could be knocked off. But you just hit her over, bend it down, it'll hit on the stop, lock it back in place, and you're good to go. There's kind of a cam lock system here. So you have a little bit more pressure and then it lets off, but it gives you a very solid connection. Not one that's just a pressurized connection where you think, okay, if I put this in my truck, when I get it out again, do I have to check everything? This thing is locked in place and feels very secure, and I really like that about this saw. So if you're moving on to cut different types of trim that's standing up or crown molding, they also have this crown lock that's located over here where you just flip this lever down, back it into place, lock everything up. Now you're set and your saw blade is in the perfect position to do the chopping of the crown or any type of trim that you have in front. Very nice, convenient, and it puts the saw blade in the right spot. You don't have to mess with any of the slide part. It's a very nice feature and it works well, stays out of the way. It's one of those things that you don't see on every saw, and it's nice to use. When we were trimming and cutting some crown molding on it, the 4.5-inch tall, I guess, fences that are here worked great. Everything fit into place well. You can remove these fences or just slide them out of the way, depending if you're doing bevel cuts. They come out real easy. Everything on this seems to be designed so that you can adjust it, change it, move it in a very fast manner. So if you're on a job site, you're not fiddling with something and trying to get it out of the way. It's just an easy move. Power-wise on this saw, we were cutting through some 8-quarter oak, no issue, putting it out 12 inches. And Bosch says that you can have 14-inch wide lumber by 4-inch tall for the cut capacity. And that's a pretty decent cut capacity at 90 degrees. I have not cut anything that big with it. We've been messing around with some smaller pieces and trying to do a little bit of oak trim around our house, and it's worked out excellent. The slide out capacity for, I guess it's just extra capacity for the actual miter saw, comes out to 40 inches. And this has worked excellent for smaller pieces and also with this stand. When we've just put everything together, there's a little bit wider base than what we're used to on some of Bosch's miter saws, and this has helped us with smaller pieces. It's helped us when we're kind of in between the transition between the miter saw and the expandable side that's on our stand, and it's worked out well. The other thing that I really like about the way they've set up this switch is that you have kind of an ambidextrous, or if you're right or left-handed, you can move the safety switch either way. One of my complaints about the other Bosch miter saw I had is my hand always wants to grab onto the full, the handle up here, and I always had to have my thumb on the side. Now I can have my thumb on the bottom and easily switch off the safety. I think that's a huge improvement over the other Bosch saw that I have, and I really enjoy using it. Carrying this guy around is a little bit heavy, but at the same point, for what you're getting, it is an absolute amazing and very accurate saw. So when the biggest thing that I looked at first was, when I'm changing blades, do I have an onboard tool? Because you're gonna have to remove a guard, and then you're gonna have to get at the blade. So your onboard tool sitting in the back gives you two different sizes here. You can remove the guard, remove the blade easy. The button to hold the blade in place is right next to it. Everything is very intuitive, easy to use. And the adjustments, again, I know I've said it before, but the adjustment knobs, most of them are either metal or heavy-duty plastic. Everything that puts it in place is very solid. If you're looking for a saw to do trim carpentry or to be just your full all-on-out woodworking saw, I think this is an excellent choice. It does have the dual glides that do stick out a little bit in back, so it takes up a little bit more room if it was in your workshop. But I think that is a small price to pay for the additional accuracy that this saw provides. I've really enjoyed taking the time to do this review on this saw. I appreciate its accuracy and its well-built nature. You know, if you have the time, stop by our forum at WorkshopAddict.com. We talk a lot about woodworking, metal fabrication, home improvement, and other do-it-yourself items. Also, we have a blog that you can check out, an article that we wrote on this saw. It is a nice place to find out a lot of information on new tools that are coming out and different projects that we're looking at. I hope that you like this movie. Click our like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.